Okay, so I finally went and read the README text that comes with the mod and looked for fishing with the control find feature and found out that you're supposed to be fishing in deep water away from the shore, which I have been doing, but not at night. And lucky for me, it's about morning time, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl now. I don't know if this is casting far enough out or not. It said if you're fishing in a lake or ocean, it should be fine. It said the greatest chance is dawn and dusk, and the full moon is when your greatest chance at night. Now I'm going to go ahead and wait out here and see if I can't get further out. Come on. Did I get it? What just happened? I know sometimes it'll throw the fish over my head whenever I fish in vanilla. Didn't seem to have done anything. I think I may have done it too fast. I seem to have actually gotten a result going out this far though. It may have still been registering as too close to the shore. Still nothing. What's going on? Still a baited fishing rod. Alright, I don't know what's going on. I just remember that in vanilla that anytime you saw it go down, as soon as you hit right click, you got a fish. So am I supposed to be waiting for it to go all the way under or what? I'm going to build a pier. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a pier that lets me get out as far into the ocean as possible, and I'm going to build my floating gardens for my hemp and pumpkins if I find pumpkins. I'm going to build those off of the pier, but I'm going to have a little place for fishing. I hear something walking. What was it? Well, it doesn't really look like it's morning anymore. Yes! There we go. Success! Now, you take my fishing rod and you bait it. I'm going to try to catch some more fish. You know what, I'm not going to try to catch more fish. I just realized that I need one more piece of iron to finish off my iron pick. And then once I get my iron pick, I can actually mine through the next layer of strata and not have to worry about that mine shaft. Because I've made the decision that I'm not going to try to worry about that mine shaft until I get armor and a good enough source of food and a better weapon, because I can't really afford the hunger loss from batting off zombies with axes all day. And as you can see, my food situation, I'm not starving yet, and I just learned how to fish. But once I get my pier constructed, I can just sit in one place waiting for fish to bite, and that will really help my hunger situation, because I won't have to spend as much energy to get food as hunting down things. It's also a good way to get some of that hunger back from fighting zombies, because once they die, you can take their flesh and you convert it into fish. But it's still not very efficient because it takes a lot of energy to kill a zombie, and fish probably don't give you that much hunger back. I'm trying to be careful. I'm going to need more of this coal, but more importantly, I need that one piece of iron that I need. I'll be right back. There's so much coal here, but I've only got one pick left, so I need to make sure that I use this on iron and regular stone to replace the stone picks. But as soon as I get an iron pick, I'm coming back to this place and wiping it out. I'm just going to clear all the coal that I can find out of it. And this is odd, but I don't think I'm seeing any more iron down here. I could have sworn that there was a ton of it. Of course, I always think there's a ton of it. It's always a slight exaggeration. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not seeing any iron. Well, I'm thinking about getting some more of this coal just so I wouldn't have wasted my time coming down here. No, I need to harvest more wood, because I'm trying to save wood for a project that I'm about to start. Of course, there always could be some iron right behind this dirt. Yeah, the project that I'm thinking about doing, now that I've got my mushroom farm built and know how to fish, I can kind of afford to build a project, and that project's going to be that pier that I was talking about and the floating gardens, and I'm going to build it using some styling that I got inspired from a thread on the forum where everybody was showing off their trellis bridges, and it gave me a good idea of how I could build really good, resource efficient and still aesthetically pleasing bridges and stuff. And since I'm going to need roadways to get me to places that I need to go to without using a lot of hunger, I can start building wooden infrastructure now, because you run as fast on wood as you do on stone, to my knowledge. Okay, is it starting to get late? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to finish off this shovel and see if there's any iron back here. I just need one piece of iron, that's all I need. Come on. Just one piece of iron. Darn. I really do. I only need one piece of iron and I can make a pick. And once I have that pick, I probably covered it up with some of that gravel that I used to get down here. Well, this is a predicament. Ooh, where am I going to get that one more piece of iron so I don't have to deal with that abandoned mine shaft? These vines slow me down. I didn't realize that. Oh, it's getting late. Darn it. Now I don't really need to run. But since it's becoming dusk, I need to hurry up and try to get to my fishing hole and fish some. I need to build a little bridge over this. Or maybe I can build a bridge over all the water so I don't have to go over land at all. But I really need a reason to build a bridge before I go out and build one, because I don't want to just build a random bridge and then find out that I need a bridge somewhere else later and had wasted all that time building one somewhere where I didn't really need it. Does this still count as dusk or dawn, or is it considered night now that the stars are out? Yes! I really think the swamp coloration of the water may have something to do with my chances of fishing. I forgot to bait my hook again. Well, I'm going to go ahead and build that pier now because I don't want to have to swim out to the lily pads every time because it's kind of putting a dent in my hunger. I'm going to go ahead and cook these fish and see how much cooked fish recovers to see if it's really a viable eating thing. I'm going to go ahead and eat this wolf chop though. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, I've got a lot of wood. Probably not enough to make the bridge I want. Can I make tables without a saw? I may have to wait to build any infrastructure until after I have a saw so that I can make a more efficient use of my wood. Hey, look, a mushroom grew. Wow, fish cook fast. I'll wait until I'm hungry and see how much that heals. But I'm going to go check on the mushroom farms. Here's even more evidence that the mushrooms only grow into a space adjacent to the mushrooms, because I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works or not. This one grew one right next to it, and that one also grew one right next to it. So, I'm going to go ahead and use that as enough proof and just go ahead and replant those closer to me because I had an entirely new shovel on me. I could have continued digging that dirt. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and replant these closer. I really wish there was some kind of automated way that I could harvest these mushrooms that's easier. But I don't really have anything. I can't redirect water flow without using manual blocks, and that would probably transplant all of the sources. Hey, it's raining! I did read that fishing does have a higher chance in the rain, but I'm not sure if it has a higher chance in the rain at night. Let's find out. I need to quit doing that. Casting reduces your durability, I believe. If it's raining at midnight, you're going to have a party. No, raining during a full moon. Is it a full moon yet? I can't tell. Or maybe raining during a full moon would make the full moon go away and they wouldn't see it. And that would make it less likely. Man, I don't know. I don't got time for this. I'm supposed to be building up here. I'm going back to my mushrooms. Well, these mushrooms are being an asshole and not growing. So are these. Huh. Mushrooms just don't like growing at all. Oh, I didn't replant these. Yeah, that's right. I heard the rain and ran. And fishing is a renewable food source because the mobs that give you the food that can be used for bait are very renewable, annoyingly so. And zombies and spiders, I found out that you can use pretty much any useless meat that you get off of mobs as fish bait. So because zombies spawn pretty much as soon as the night goes out, then you can easily convert a renewable food source into another renewable food source. you can turn rotten flesh into meat. Alright, let's go ahead and see if this recovers too or not. Yes, and I think it may have given me some fat. I'm not sure. But this is more than enough. Just 2 by itself would be enough, considering how cheap fish are, if resource-wise. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this fence and build my pier. I think I'm just going to do a simple 1 block wide pier for now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the stuff ready for it and then come back. Okay, I decided to use wooden slabs because I think it's more resource efficient than planks. And resources do matter to me, especially because I don't have a saw. Darn. It's getting morning, I need to hurry up because this is when I need to be fishing. I really like simplified low resource designs because they're practical to build in survival. I've always done that, even in vanilla, whenever I had tons of material to spare. Do player-made blocks count as something that you have to cast away from? Do those count as the shore? Nah, I don't know. Why did I only get 13 fence posts from the thing? I'm going to go ahead and place a fence post every 3 blocks. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Darn. Okay, it's getting a little far out there. I'm just going to go ahead and fish now. It's raining in the morning. Yes! Wow. Oh yes, this is the jackpot. I love the rain now. I love it so much. Yes. I don't have to worry about food. As long as I got an iron nugget. I can't wait to get a cauldron so I can recycle the iron nugget out of this thing. The crucible. So I can melt down my fishing poles into iron to get the 1 nugget back. So I don't have to continually mine. Even though finding 1 block of iron underground to make fishing poles is not a big deal at all. But yeah, the problem was definitely me fishing too close to the shore. This is much... I'm actually getting bites now. This one simple thing, just building a pier, walking out to the edge of it and fishing, has probably solved all of the hunger issues I may have had. Now all I need is to get milk, and I've already got a cow going for milk, and a cauldron with burning netherrack under it, and I can have chowder. And as long as I have chowder, I'm golden. So I'm going to go ahead and, this pier is good enough the way it is. I'm going to get some more fence posts and put those fence posts around the edge of the pier so that, you know, it's a little more safe. It's already safe the way it is because nothing can jump onto it. And I found that out by trying to jump onto it myself. So this thing is safe as far as I know. I'm going to go ahead and collect more wood so that I can build the fence around my base to be more form-fitting, so that it actually goes around the entire coastline. And I may actually think about expanding it because I realize that the land that I'm on right now is not very big, and it's my mushroom farm that showed me that it's not very big. But most of this stuff I have to do after I get my iron pick because I really need to mass mine stone, coal, and more iron before I can actually get anything going. The only thing I was worried about was my food supply. And my food supply has probably been solved because I got a ton of rotten flesh and a means of actually turning it into food now. So now, whenever it rains and it's daytime, it's out to the it's out to the ocean to get some food. There we go. Simple as reading and read me, and you can finally start doing some useful stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of this fishing out because I've basically said everything I need to say about what I'm going to be doing after this. Well, it stopped raining. I did get quite the haul. I got 11 fish right now, which is a lot more than I've gotten from fishing previously. I'm going to go ahead and go collect some wood so that I can start building some more stuff out of wood. I'm thinking that I need to get that one more piece of iron, but I can do that down in the mines. I'm going to go ahead and let myself get a little bit more hungry before I eat that fish, just in case, because I really want to see if I get more than the amount of hunger than I think I get from it, because I'm thinking I may actually get like 2.5 like I get from regular meat. That would be fantastic. So here's a river that needs a bridge across it. Like, I cross this river a lot to get to these trees. And I do have some excess planks on me from... Actually, no, I don't. I ran out of planks. Not planks, slabs. I'll make the bridge later, because right now I just need to collect the wood. I'm down to 2.5 shanks missing, so I'm going to go ahead and... Not just 2, fine with me. 2 is great. Turning zombie flesh into a food source that gives you 2 shanks without poisoning you is perfectly fine with me. I just realized something. I have a zombie spawner, and zombies drop rotten flesh, which is useful for fishing bait, and I just found out how to fish, and found out that it's a really good renewable food source. If I could convert that zombie spawner into some kind of zombie flesh farming mechanism, I could have a renewable food source that I don't have to worry about food anymore. It's kind of a weird renewable food source. It's not really standard or anything like that, but it would definitely work. Have a zombie spawner like Drop Trap or something that farms some rotten flesh for you, and then fish to turn it into food. Although fishing is kind of long, boring, and tedious, it is still a renewable food source, and that's something that I need. So, I can't really complain about it. Alright, the sun's starting to set a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut down a few more trees. I think these lights may be preventing some of these mushrooms from growing, because I think I only saw that back one and this front one when it was recessed into the wall grow. So, I wonder what would happen if I place this torch one more down. I would have to jump to get out of here. I really don't know what to do about that. I think I could put a plank over there, but I'm not sure. I'll just leave it like that for now. Alright, the pier is finished. It's a very rudimentary design, but it's the only thing I can really afford with the materials that I have. I really need to get a saw going. Once I get a saw going, wood is no longer a problem because I can make an automated tree farm and I can use wood so much more efficiently that it's ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and get back down to the mines and start finding that piece. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. This thing is no longer necessary and it uses hunger to get up there. So I'm just going to make a regular entrance to my base. Alright, it started raining and it's morning, so I'm going back to fishing. Damn it.